Okay, well, I guess today was a happy medium because it's half an hour later. Let's see, half an hour earlier than yesterday. And half an hour earlier than before daylight savings time. So maybe we're adjusting, or Bravo is at least. But he was losing his mind, and then I heard his tummy start making noises. So he was needing to graze badly. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. We can take some of that in after your walk if you like. Oh. Well, right now it's 36 degrees. I did not grab my gloves because he was in such a hurry to get outside. So I hope the sunshine's going to make up the difference. And today's high is 71. So my hope is that it stays a bit overcast. I don't think it's supposed to be sunny. Because yesterday I only had the window coverings open for the first, I don't know, early afternoon. I closed the window coverings because it was getting quite warm inside. And for me, quite warm in March is anything in the mid to high 60s because my goodness, buddy, you were desperate for some grazing. Got a very upset tummy this morning. Well, now I feel bad. I feel like I didn't give you a Pepto-Bismol or Alka-Seltzer or something. Well, he's getting distracted by sounds, so he must be satisfying it somewhat. Yeah, and he was on the job. Woke me up at 3. Yeah, you probably, whatever it is, you need to get it out of your tummy, I think. Yeah, that's what I do. I will try something, like baking, some sodium bicarbonate, just plain old baking soda and water, or Pepto Bismol or whatever. And if I'm still feeling nauseated, Cardinal, if I'm still feeling nauseated, then hey, it's time for everything to just come out. Hello, beautiful. So there are a couple of groups. Yeah, I still use Facebook. They can call it whatever the hell I want to. But anyway, I still use Facebook. I guess I need to switch over to more global audience. But anyway, but there are a couple of groups that I really enjoy. Yeah, I think you're going to feel better if you get that out of your tummy, Bravo. I really do. There you go. No, I think that was just going so fast you were choking. And I'm choking because I didn't drink enough water before we left. But anyway, Bravo, I gotta tell you, so far this is one of the most boring walks ever. Facebook groups. There are a couple of groups that I belong to that I really enjoy because they're philosophical and you know, they claim to be philosophical, they claim to be science based, things like that. But I really enjoy them. And I'm a flawed human, and so sometimes I am a total troll, you know, and just poking for the sake of poking, just because it's like, have you really thought about what the hell you just said? Um, but more often than not, whenever I end up in an exchange with someone, going back and forth and asking questions, it's not to affect their way of thinking. It's not with the intent of influencing them, other than influencing them to, is this really what you meant? Is this really what you believe? Is this really, have you thought about what you're saying you think? But anyway, but for me to look at it and really delve into what I think, because it's not until I was in debate, you know, a million years ago. And one of the great things about debate, and I think the only places it probably exists anymore, stupid Ivy League places. But anyway, one of the beautiful things about debate is that it makes you delve into your topic and research your topic and your argument points. And one of the things that I found so fun about debate was whenever I was arguing points of view that I completely disagreed with, I swear I found those more fun and intriguing than I did those whenever it was something that was in line with my own beliefs or values. And yeah, and so I kind of do the same thing online, places like Facebook. And that's fun. However, being a flawed human, no, I did not watch the Oscars. I haven't watched award programs for decades. Okay, it's not a political thing. It's your estimation of the value of what you do or individuals has nothing to do with mine. I'm going to vote with my dollar. There are certain actors whose work I have so enjoyed in the past that I refuse to watch now, because vote with your dollar. I'm not going to contribute one dime to their royalty check. Even if it's a 30-year-old movie that I used to think was fabulous, I can't do it. So anyway, as someone who did not watch the Oscars, nonetheless, as someone who does have a few social media feeds going on, and I do watch social media, YouTube and Facebook, and need to spend more time on X. I don't care for Instagram at all. I don't like the platform. I don't like anything about it. It's like reality TV in photographic form, which means it's not based on reality. And anyway, so just my deal. Doesn't appeal to me at all. So nonetheless, this morning, in both Facebook and YouTube, there were things that came up in my feed about the Oscars. Wow. So eventually I did have to make a post because there's all this stuff about John Cena. My thing about John Cena is everything that I've seen is what an awesome human, because of how he is with animals. So anyway, there's that. And then I have no idea, something about him going on stage uh, virtually naked or whatever, naked. Um, and so anyway, so I don't know anything about it. Jimmy Kimmel. Um, oh, good. I hope you get some of that out of your system, buddy. Good spot. I wish that every now and then he wasn't so ugly. But that's what he's going to do. So, anyway, nonetheless, I watched. But the main thing that kept grabbing my attention was the backdrop. They used the Buddha as their stage set. The Buddha, really? And then hearing the things these people were saying. I mean, images of the Buddha, the aesthetic Buddha, whenever he was living on 1 grain of rice a day. You know, the one you've seen? Probably that's nothing but ribs sitting in the lotus position. I'm guessing they never for a moment considered using that one. But anyway, but them using the Buddha as their backdrop, I did have to make a post, was about as applicable as using the Virgin Mary in the entrance to a brothel. There was nothing about their show, their mentality, or anything else that was representative of the Buddha and Buddhism. Hold on. Over here. Over here. Whether it be their lack of regard for their fellow man, their opulent lifestyles. Come on now. Anything, none of it has anything in common with the middle path. Come on now, let's go. So yeah, I did make a post about that because it was like, that is, you know, I thought you were out of touch before, but now you're like getting it tattooed on your forehead, out of touch. What a friggin' cult. So anyway, no. Oppenheimer, totally enjoyed the movie. And seeing the actor that I really like, whose name I can't think of right now, and seeing his, I don't know if it was the whole acceptance, speech or whatever for Best Actor. His dedication of his award to all the peacemakers. No. There is never food outside for you. The peacemakers of the world. That was a beautiful thing. And totally not in line with the values of the people that were laughing and applauding Kimmel. Yeah, that's just how I see it. If you're a warmonger is a warmonger, and it's like, yeah, what's in your portfolio? So yeah, seeing some of the laughing clips, now I have more actors, and I come from a world, a generation where they were actresses, and seeing how embracing they were of some of the ugly things said Yeah. Now I have an even bigger list of things that I won't be watching, people that I won't be watching. You are showing such contempt for me. I'm a fool to give you one of my pennies. Okay, come on, Bravo, let's go. Come on. You need to puke it up, poop it out, or whatever, but we need to go. Come on. If you hadn't rushed me, I'd have put my gloves on. Or, yeah, I guess I can't put that off on you. But I'd like to. I should have put my gloves on. Not smart on my part. Because I knew it was 36 degrees before I walked out the door. But the sun was also shining, and I really thought that was going to make a difference. But not enough. Yeah. I thought I heard one too. Hold on. Yeah, it's okay. It's a mail truck. Let's go. 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 Go, Bravo. There, good. Don't worry about it. Go. That's a boy. But yeah, Bravo woke me up 3:30 last night because one of my dear friends was out with his dog that he rescued. And he's often a night owl, so I mean, him walking. However, boy, Bravo was right on it. Which got me up. And but I was able to tell Bravo what a good job he was doing, and we went back to sleep for a bit. But anyway, did not cook my Cornish hen yesterday. I really need to do that today. However, I did make me a really good breakfast scramble yesterday. Hold on. I think they're just excited, Bravo. I don't think there's actually anybody in pain. Okay, come on, over here. Yeah, they got quiet. Far enough? And I took some of my homemade sausage patty, and crumbled it up. Sauteed some mushroom, put it in the pan. And I'm trying to remember. No, I just used a little bit of MCT spray, mid-chain triglyceride oil spray. Used a little bit of MCT spray. Chopped up one green onion. The whole thing. I always use the whole thing of a green onion. Scallion, whatever the hell you want to call it. I always use the whole thing. The white, the green, everything. Sauteed about half a cup of mushrooms. One green onion. What else did I put in there, Bravo? I put quite a few things in there. Let's see. Oh, I chopped up some spinach. I had some fresh... Some some fresh spinach, and then some of that spicy Monterey cheese that I got the other day that had sun-dried tomato and something else in it, which has a little bit of bite. It's really tasty cheese. My farm fresh eggs. Beat those for a minute with sour cream in them. What else did I put in there, bro? It seems like I put more in there. I did not add any additional cayenne or anything, which I normally might have done, but I already knew that I'd loaded up the sausage with too much cayenne. Nope. Was that everything? That might have been everything. Same, I had a little bit of salt and black pepper to the eggs, but I think that might have been it. So I gave the eggs a soft scramble, tossed the spinach and cheese in there, turned off the heat, and covered it. Because I was steadily adding to the pan. First the sausage, and getting that flavor throughout the pan and everything. And then the mushrooms, same deal. Then the green onion, same deal, adding more and more, just piling one flavor on top of the other. Anyway, it was good. It was so good. And Bravo had a bit of it. And yeah, that's a good spot. Considering how little I shared, because I ate most of it myself. He could only have had, okay, go, very little of that green onion. But yeah, oh, tasty, tasty. Oh, and then I did put some, what is it called? Bayou Heat? It's an old bottle of hot sauce that my second husband's widow, because she doesn't like hot foods. And after he had passed, she brought all kinds of things to me. Here, do you want these? And so anyway, so I have all of these things. And whenever it comes to things like Tabasco and these, these hot sauces and stuff, yeah, they don't go bad. They might turn brown, but there's so much heat units in these things that they don't go bad. I remember I found in the back of, and if unopened, I guess I should add that, because if something's been introduced into a bottle, that might be a little more battle. Than the heat in the sauce can combat. But anyway, this Bayou Heat that I just opened the other day because I was almost out of Tabasco. Oh yeah, anyway, I found a Tabasco years ago, way back in my pantry. I'd forgotten that I had it. And the date was like 4 or 5 years old, beyond the date. It's fine. But anyway, and tasted fine, and it was fine. This Bayou Heat, I hope they're still in business. I haven't looked for it yet, because I really like it. I like the flavor. I love Tabasco, but more. I want something more, which is why whenever I cook things, yeah, I'll put Tabasco on it, but it's got a lot of other stuff too. So anyway, and so on top of my scramble, I did have some of that. I think it's Bayou Heat, but anyway. And I did make a point of eating virtually, even though Bravo's had plenty of Tabasco over the years, I did make a point of eating most of it off the top. Nope. Oh, sniffle, sniffle. Gonna have to get my tissue out, Bravo. But my hands aren't as cold as they were, so that's good. That's a good spot. Tummy's still yuck. Hold on. Let's close the box. Well, maybe we'll close the box. There we go. Okay. A little prop playing first thing in the morning. One of many things I should have done. One of many things I'm surprised I didn't do long ago was get a pilot's license. Come on now. Heel. Good boy. As a teenager, ultralights were just becoming a thing, and I already had motorcycles and everything, so I wanted an ultralight badly, but I couldn't afford one. Well, I didn't want it as badly as I wanted other things. To keep my horse fed, to keep my motorcycle running, to keep my car running, and gas in the tank, and alcohol on the weekends. And but anyway, yep, one of those things I just didn't get around to. Yep, that's another good spot. Yeah, you're almost all liquid. I hope you've gotten most of it out of your tummy, buddy. Okay. I hear the birds, that's all I hear. I'm about to go on guard. So anyway, after I'd had that for lunch, for breakfast, brunch, whatever, late breakfast, early brunch. Yeah, it would have been early brunch. I always think of brunch as like 10. No, I guess it really was brunch time because of the time change. And with that, by the time lunchtime had come around, I really didn't feel like having Cornish hen. So I had that little bit of that stuffed breast, that last quarter of that bacon and feta stuffed breast. And that was plenty. Well, as a matter of fact, it was more than plenty because I gave the remainder of it to the babies. All right. Hope your tummy's feeling better now. Lots of grazing.